Hello and welcome. This is Clown, and I finished a jam, and I was originally gonna post this video right after I finished the jam, but then I got real lazy. So I guess we're through the voting period, which is actually kind of nice. So now I can just show you guys my crappy game and then tell you guys where it actually ended up in terms of votes. So yeah, here we go. So I'm probably gonna put my game in the background and I'll explain it. Hopefully it lines up. I'm too lazy to actually line it up myself. But it's a little top-down kind of shoot 'em up type thing. You kill the enemies. They don't actually drop anything except for occasionally they'll drop a little book that you can use to level up. Or not level up, I mean get little spells that you can use. There's a few spells in the game. There's a bomb, a little miasma that follows you around, a healing spell, and probably the coolest one, which is smite, which just like brings down lightning on every enemy in the level. But yeah, enemies just kind of randomly spawn from one of four corners or one of two. I had like this problem where enemies couldn't pass. If they were too far, they couldn't pathfind, so it would slow down the game. So I had to like say, okay, if they're this far, then teleport them to these secondary spawn points, and that fixed that issue pretty well. But yeah, there's three different enemies. There's the Shambler, the Caster, and the Charger, and they do exactly what you think they do. And the whole point of the game is that you go and there's 5 rooms: the starting room, an ending room, and 3 in-between rooms. And you gotta have to go to the in-between rooms, kill X amount of enemies there, and then once you kill all of them, it opens the final room, which lets you fight some goofy little dudes who have big heads. And once you kill them, you can press the end button and finish the game. I'm pretty sure the game actually works in its entirety. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't really have enough time to test it out because it was like really late and I had work the next day. And, I wasn't exactly about to lose a lot of sleep and go to work and be miserable. So I decided, I'm going to submit it and fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. And, that's probably where I would have ended off the video. I would have maybe gave some, thoughts on, maybe some lessons learned, some things I should do next time. But this time, I can do that after I actually tell you guys where I ended up in the game. So I was overall ranked 17th out of 25. Not the greatest thing, but at least not in the top 5 last games. Most every category that was ranked, it was around 17 or 18. However, I did get 7 in terms of fun, which is really cool because that puts me top 10 for fun. Granted, there is only 25, but if I can think about it, I was in the top 7, so that's pretty sweet. And you know what, that's pretty fair placing. My game wasn't exactly the best thing ever. The art kind of sucked. The sounds were probably absolutely destroying eardrums, and it wasn't the most original thing ever. Admittedly, I don't think most games are the most original thing ever, but mine was even more so not original. And it didn't really have any real music. It just had some fucking YouTube audio library music, so I ran out of time. But I'm actually not disappointed with that outcome, to be completely honest. It is my first completed game. It was a complete mess, and I really should have timed myself better, which takes me to lessons learned with this game. For one, once again, man, time management is insane when it comes to these really short times to develop video games. Cause some nights I'd put maybe after, like, I'd get back from home from, like, I guess this thing, getting back home from work is just like, bruh. But yeah, I'd get back home from work and I'd only put in maybe like less than 3 hours of work, honestly. Maybe sometimes even like 1 or 2. So I actually just like crammed everything in the last 3 days because I had a 3-day weekend leading up to the last day, and so I was able to it was like 8 to 10 hours working on the game, and I spent a lot of time basically just doing the same thing over and over again, which really a shame because I spent so much time figuring out how to do the spawning. I don't even want to tell you guys. I don't know how it was so hard to figure out spawning. It really shouldn't have been. It's mainly because I didn't understand timers or trigger only once or trigger only once in GDevelop. But at the very least, I got some understanding on certain things in GDevelop, and it should be very helpful next time that I do something. I think that's honestly the only thing I really learned. I mean, I got better acquainted with GDevelop, and time management, everyone knows it. It's fucking crazy. I also do gotta learn how to not get lost in the sauce when I make a game and just completely ignore the prompt, because I kind of did, and I had to like contrive a freaking a little plot point that ties it together. It's really not that great, but hey, kind of works. I think the biggest takeaway out of all of this is actually one that came out in the like week it's been since the actual jam ended, and that's that I haven't really worked on anything at all. Like, I've concepted stuff in writing in like physical papers and shit, but I haven't actually done any real work in GDevelop. I made a little calculator app thing for I work in a deli for making deli sandwiches, but that was it. Other than that, I haven't even touched GDevelop, and it kind of does go to show that I'm really low on motivation. That's also why I never uploaded the video either. I just don't really feel like doing anything. But I do plan on maybe doing something like literally right after I make this video, or maybe not. It's already 9 p.m. but I drank coffee like pretty late in the day, so I might be up until like midnight. So maybe I got some ideas I want to do. But either way, I plan on participating in more jams, so eventually then I'll actually start working some more. But yeah, that's been this is, I think, log 2. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.